Welcome back to Frostpunk. My name is Chris, I'm established, and we were just about to get into the workshop and the tech tree. And for that we first need to build the workshop. Now the workshop is base heating level 2. I believe just like the cookhouse. Oh no, the cookhouse is base heating level 1, so yeah, I need to look out for those. But it's the same heating level as the hunters' huts. But right now we do have enough food, and we don't need to go into the hunters' huts straight away. Let's get into the workshop. Let's put the workshop down right here, and once we got the workshop running, we can research new technologies in order to survive this freezing hell. And we have a new pop-up, a new event. The generator, yeah, I know that the generator is off. This is all by design, people, just trust me. I know what I'm doing. Come on. Okay, let's run this. Let's build it, people. Come on. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Oh, okay. Resources shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that will allow us to extend working hours. Yeah, I know. I'm already on it. Open the book of laws. Yeah, I know. Extended shifts. That's my plan. So, first we assigned emergency shifts. Emergency shifts, as I mentioned in episode 1, makes it so that if you assign emergency shifts for a building, the people assigned to this building will work 24 hours straight. But extended shifts will make it so that they only work 14 hours and then take a break. Right, so it will extend the shifts from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I believe. So let's see. Extended shifts. Let's sign this. And yes, no, from 6 to 8 p.m. So, but the thing is, if we set buildings to extended shifts, just like emergency shifts, the people working in those buildings won't like it. So discontent will rise slightly, but it won't rise as much as on the emergency shifts. So the extended shifts are the way to go, in my opinion. But the cookhouse is fine if we just leave it on the normal shift system. So let's run it here, and we have our workshop, and I immediately set it to extended shifts, and I sent some engineers to it. Now this opens up our tech tree, and as it goes, with the first level of the workshop we get the options to research steam huts, we get the options to research heaters, which will heat individual buildings. We do have the option to research a beacon, which we will get into later. We do have the resource tab, where we can option to research faster gathering, a coal thumper, a sawmill, which we will research soon, and a steel mine, or steelworks as it says here. And we have the food, health and shelter tab, which will be one of our most important tabs, beside the heating tab and the resource tab and the exploration and industry tab. So basically all technology tabs are equally important. Once you researched the drawing boards, for example, the research options won't just open up in this food and health and shelter tab we're in right now, but also in the heating, exploration, resource tab as well. But what I want to do right now is I want to go into faster gathering, And in order to research that, we also need 10 wood. So all these research options will cost resources, so keep that in mind. Okay, we need 10 wood. We are still gathering wood back here. Let's put you guys on extended shifts as well, because we need to hustle. Okay, this is done as well, so let's put you guys in here. Beautiful. How is everyone doing? This shows us the different heating levels of the different buildings, right? So as I mentioned, the workshop has base heating level 2, whereas the cookhouse and the tents are basic heating level 1, which shows us this. This is one level more insulated than the others, so it's one level warmer than the other buildings right now. And once we get into once we start our generator, then everything will be heated one level further. So this ring will heat up, and people living there will be just as toasty as the people working here. So, but right now there's still no need. I think I won't start the generator before day 4 and shortly before the first temperature drop, because if we can save resources, we will, because we need to think about the long game basically. So yeah, but thinking of the long game right now, oh okay, yeah, no one is working because it's nighttime, which according to Ray Charles is the right time to be with the one you love. Yeah, everyone is in their tents right now, and now a new day starts. The game automatically slows down when there is an event, a pop-up event, or when the shifts are starting. So since we have people on extended shifts, they start working at 6 a.m. So right around 6 a.m. the game slows down again. We can manually set it to go faster, and yeah, let's let them rip. Oh, what do we have here? People from our convoy. Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. So, scouting teams. Scouting teams we can send out once we do have the beacon. And yeah, but first I want to research faster gathering so that we gather resources faster. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, let's go. Come on, people. Hustle. Okay, this pile of wood crates is exhausted. Now we do have we still have some steel here, but this will be exhausted as well soon. And now we do have another option to sign another law. And as you can see, we right now we are pretty much struggling with our workers, because even though, yeah, we'll take out the engineers here, put in some more workers there. This is another pro of the gathering posts, because usually each stockpile takes 15 workers, but the gathering posts only need 10 workers in order to operate at full capacity. And since we are on the topic of operating at full capacity, you might have noticed these little bars. This one's saying 93% base efficiency. Now the efficiency is dependent on whether or not the people are healthy working here. Once there are a couple of sick people assigned to work here, like Lucas Castle down here, the efficiency drops. And at this gathering post right here, we do have 2 sick people, which already... What's with those? No issues? Okay, good. A couple of hungry people, which makes it so that that we only work at 50% efficiency right now, because of the 2 sick absentees. So yeah, people will build buildings and consume food, so eat food, once their work shifts have ended. So while working on their shift, they won't leave their assigned workspace in order to just grab a bite to eat or something. So keep that in mind. Just because we do have, the game says we do have 49 people hungry, doesn't mean that we don't have any food and that they don't have any chance to sate their hunger in the cookhouse. Okay, but let's... okay, and now our steel stockpile has depleted. Okay, let's see what... let's go with another gathering post, and let's put this one down here in order to gather coal. Right there should work a treat. And yeah, there we go. Okay, and this ends this day. Okay. Yeah, I know guys, the heating is off. Don't you worry. Let's go, let's go. Build this. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's set this to extended shifts and send workers to gather the resources. So, let's go. Okay, now day 4 has started. And I think it's best if I start the generator. And now, when I start the generator, you will immediately see the next pop-up. This was not what I wanted to show, but yeah, okay. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Yes. Now, food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Yeah. I know. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead of you. So we already built a cookhouse. Now we need to build a hunter's hut so that people will gather food. But I noticed our researchers stopped researching. Everything is time sensitive basically. As soon as we can research a technology, we should. And as soon as you can fill your stockpiles, if you have enough people together, enough resources, then you should, because those resources will come in handy later on. The technologies will come in handy later on. So I usually tend to overwork my engineers in the workshop, but I also have options to mitigate the discontent that this overwork produces. But right now we set this on emergency shift, so basically this workshop will work the next 24 hours straight, which will give us the faster gathering even sooner. And what I wanted to show, let's turn this one off again to show the difference. See, if we turn it on, everything, this first inner ring gets real toasty, real comfortable, so even people who wouldn't have enough living space, they wouldn't fall ill from sleeping outside close to the generator. So, but yeah, we just finished our research of faster gathering, and the next thing I want to do is, because wood is one of the main building materials, and we still have wood here, but I want to make sure that we don't run out of wood. So as the next option, research option, I will research the sawmill, just so that we have it ready once the wood crates, the stockpiles are depleted. And let's go. And yeah. Okay. Now we do have 5 people. We have 9 people ill. Oh, wow. Okay. This is the first drop in temperature. As I said, it drops by 2 levels. Each level is 10 degrees, so it drops from -20 to -40. And now all of a sudden, it's pretty damn chilly right here. So the cookhouse is cold. People are falling ill in there, and the workshop is chilly. So maybe I should have, instead of going for the sawmill, maybe I should have opted for the heaters to research those. But let's see. Let's let it run. Yeah. Oh, okay. And this is something that can happen as well. Can and will happen. People will also die in this game. So yeah, we will need to manage the sick people. We will need to manage temperatures, food rations, everything, all in order to keep our city healthy, prospering, and prevent people from dying. Emergency shift, death of overwork. Oh yeah, this is something that can happen from emergency shifts, meaning so those 24-hour shifts as well. People can overwork and then just die. One of our people died suddenly during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it's likely it was a heart attack. Now we have the option to end emergency shifts for today, or we can just say we must make sacrifices to survive. And this is the option I will go with, because as I said, the sooner we have the technologies, the sooner we can go into preparing better living conditions for our people. So yeah, it's a tough cookie, but you know, we just have to manage somehow. Okay, assign a new engineer there. And our first death. One of our people has just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Now, I need to open the Book of Laws, and now I can set a new law. I can say cemetery. I can build a cemetery. We will establish a burial ground so we can lay our dead to rest with dignity and respect. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours, so keep that in mind. If someone dies, their relatives will take time off from work in order to take part in the burial. And I will have to establish the cemetery. The other option would be of just disposing of the corpses. We will keep dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. No risk of diseases from unburied bodies, and bodies are preserved for potential future use. Potential future use, as you might be able to see here, we can already make out one of the possible options of future use, meaning organ transplants. But I'm not a fan of corpse disposal, so I'll just go with a cemetery, even though this means people will take time off in order to take part in the burials of their relatives. We will manage. I'm not a fan of the corpse disposal, so let's build the cemetery and hope will rise from this. So cemetery. We don't need to build the cemetery anywhere here. The cemetery doesn't even have a base heating level, because everyone living in the cemetery is already dead. So yeah, no need. Let's put the cemetery down here, right beside the gathering post, and out of the way of anything I might want to build later on. So let's go with this, and let's keep on trucking. And we need to build a hunter's hut as well. Let's go with the hunter's hut back here. Let's go. Now, the cemetery does not need any people to be assigned to work there. People will just they just need a place where they can bury their relatives. So there is no job like undertaker or something. People just take care of it themselves once they're off their work shifts. So this is fine, and now we have our first hunter's hut. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind, build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Way ahead of you in this regard. We already got the workshop. Now we need to research and build the beacon. But before we do that, I want to build heaters, either heaters, or I want to research the next technology level, drawing board, because this would open up the generator power upgrade for research, which would mean that we could take our generator to the next power level, steam level 2, which would make our living conditions, which would raise them by 1 level again, making this inner circle nice and toasty again, and our people not fall sick. So the sawmill has finished. Okay, I need 50 wood. I only have 30. So yeah, let's go and research the beacon then, because we definitely need the beacon as soon as possible. Now the beacon, right now we only have this map, right? Our little crater surrounded by this glacier here. And once we got the beacon, we can actually scroll out and look at the world map. Frostland, as the game has called it, which is a real sight to behold. But first, let's assign some people to work at the hunter's hut, so that we get in some more raw food. Okay. Let's go. And maybe let's even build a second workshop, because yeah, this will... Oh, okay. Here we have a good example for... no, it isn't. Is it? Yeah, it is a good example. As you can see here, the amount of space each building will take also depends on the placing of your roads. Now, if you look at this this area, if I were to put the workshop down here, it would take in less space, as for instance, as if I were to put it down here. Now, if I were to take, if I'm taking away this road here, here, so, and if I put down the workshop down here, I can set a new road, and you see how less space it takes, because the original road was here, now the new road is here. At each, this might be micromanagement, and this might be too micro for some people, but I usually try to get the innermost circles as tight as possible, because later on we will have more people coming in, and we will need to try to fit as many people as possible into the inner circles, because the outer circles will get colder and colder and colder and colder later on. So yeah, keep that in mind. As I said, it's micromanaging, but I think this game provides at least in my opinion, it provides a ideal balance between micro and macro management of the different of the game, of the different aspects of the game. And this is kind of a micromanagement I still can get behind. So I'm not a huge fan of micromanagement, but this in this case I still can get behind it. So what do we have here? Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and ask you to address the problem. Yes, I know. The thing is, I cannot heat. Oh, you will have to start heating 4 of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. So I cannot heat, I cannot raise the heat level within the next 2 days, because I don't have the technology. Right now we are researching the beacon. Once that is done, I would have to research the next technology level, the drawing board, I think it's called. And after that I would have to research the next generator heating level in order to then be able to heat the homes. And after all that research, the 2 days will already be over, and the discontent, as I said, if you promise something, you need to keep it, otherwise the discontent will rise significantly, and I don't want that. So in this case, I will, yeah, I will just have to tell them I won't be able to address this right now, which will raise discontent, but I can still live with this. Always keep in mind, you can't cater to everyone's needs, but you should at least try to look into them. Okay, so we've got a second workshop, and we immediately set it to extended shifts, and here we are. The beacon has been researched. Now, Let's set the next research option. Let's go with... We still don't have enough wood. Let's go with hunter's gear. We need food. Our food resources are low, and right now the food gathering is the best option. And yeah, let's go with this. Now we do have the option to set up a... Yeah, I think I will go into fighting arenas. As I mentioned in I think in the last episode, we can build fighting arenas which will help mitigate our discontent level. Now, if we build a fighting arena in the evenings, the people will fight, which will get rid of some of their aggression and discontent. And yeah, but also will provide some more ill or sick people. But regardless, the drop in discontent will be worth it. But still, even with this one, I don't have enough wood right now. So what do we have here? 46, 84. We still have enough wood in the on our wood crates. But yeah, we should look into building a sawmill as well, just to make sure that the wood is coming in steadily. Okay, I'm itching to see a good fight. Yeah, I bet you are. Chester T. Pennington. And we have our first, our second dead person. So, yeah, the cemetery will fill up. Okay, guys, get going. Get going. Will you? Okay. Yeah, I know, guys, it's tough, but pull through. We soon have the next heating level, and yeah. Okay, so as you can see, this the fighting arenas have an area of effect. Now, if I put a fighting arena here, only these two tents. People living in these two tents would be able to visit the fighting arena, fight in the arena, and thus lose their discontent. So I usually try to build fighting arenas in the third ring instead of the second, even though no, let's maybe the second would be good. No, let's stick to the third. Yeah. Yeah, no, the third is okay. But let's not build this one. First we need to build a beacon, because this is high priority. We need this. Oh, and I just noticed, in case of the fighting arena, if we build the fighting arena in the next 2 days and 15 hours, we will get a boost in hope once we have built the first fighting arena. Basically, this counts as like a promise to the people, and building the first fighting arena counts as fulfilling the promise, basically. Thus, yeah, the boost in hope. And we will do so in the next episode of Frostpunk. I usually try to keep the episodes around 30 minutes. This one has been a bit longer, but I hope you still like it, and I hope to see you in the next one.